What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck, Cowboys up, and it's officially, y'all. It is game day. It's game day. Can y'all believe it? Can you believe it? Can you believe right now the Dallas Cowboys in about an hour and some change are about to take the field and play football? All those lonely nights we were doing all those mock drafts. All those lonely nights we were talking about Dak Prescott and that deal getting done. All those lonely nights we were talking about free agency and the lack thereof. We are finally here, Cowboys Nation. I cannot be more ecstatic, man. I am so fired up. Y'all see, I got the throwback Troy Aikman, man, because I wanted to represent Jimmy. So I went with the throwbacks, man. This is actually one of my favorite Dallas Cowboys uniforms. So let me know whose jersey y'all wearing. See, I know y'all got to be jerseyed up, even though it's preseason. I know y'all got y'all gear on. I know you got your jerseys on. You got your hats, your fitteds. Some of y'all are probably grilling out. I've seen some Cowboys fans, they were actually on the grill. I didn't get to get on the grill yet. But, man, it feels good right now, Cowboys Nation. But I appreciate everyone in the chat. We're going to keep things fire tonight. Real informal, real laid back. I'm about to turn on the phone lines, so I want y'all to call in. We're going to talk Cowboys football. We're going to talk some of the things that I saw at the training camp when I was out there in Oxnard, and just get ready for tonight, man. I cannot be more happy than having Dallas Cowboys football right now, man. It just doesn't feel real yet. But, you know, when I was actually out there in Oxnard last week, man, to kind of be out there amongst the Cowboys fans, it felt good, man, because it felt like football was there, man. There were so many Cowboys fans, especially on Saturday. And salute to everyone who watches my channel, who subscribes to my channel or follows me on Twitter, man. The support was mind-blowing. Like I said in one of my other videos, man, so many people came up and wanted just to shake my hand and just show their support, man. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. I can't wait to continue that once we get these games really rocking, man. So, you know, first, if you're new, J Tuck, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, and be sure to turn that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys content. So I want to get into a few things. What I want to dive into is what I saw at camp. And, you know, if you haven't caught my video, definitely check that out. And salute to Law Nation, Voch Lombardi, Big Game James, man. We had a great time out there. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But like I said in my video, y'all, this Dallas Cowboys defense, it's a lot different than what we had last year. Now, I know you have to take that with a grain of salt based on what we just saw, you know, at camp. But if that's able to translate, if the speed and the velocity that they were playing with out at Oxnard translates onto the field, and that's definitely one of the things I'm looking today is speed, team communication. Is there, you know, some miscues? How is the defense really moving in this Dan Quinn scheme? Now, of course, some of our core guys won't be out there, but for the most part, you're going to see Micah Parsons out there, number 11. I think I saw, yeah, my guy Jack says, got my 11 jersey crisp and clean. He got his Parsons on. He's ready to go. I'm about to join you, man. I got to get me a Parsons jersey as well, man. But that's what I'm definitely going to be taking, you know, note of, is who's out there flying to the ball. Does the team speed really translate from camp to what we see on the field today, man? And offensively, granted, we got to take things with a grain of salt. I doubt that too many offensive starters will get many reps, but, right, you still want to see continuity amongst the team. You kind of want to see how some of these young players, which we're going to talk about here soon, is moving. I got me some pet cats, man. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on it, Cam. So if you're like me, and if you're like the diehards who's watching my channel right now in the chat going crazy, you're excited about preseason. You're extremely excited about preseason. I know some fans are like, Tuck, it's just preseason. Dak's not going to play. Zeke's not. Nah. Tonight is for us, the true diehard fans, the hardcore roster junkies, because, you know, as we kind of progress through this offseason and go through these preseason games, we're going to start to break down that final 53 roster and who's going to make it, who's not. And so there's definitely a lot of different storylines you definitely want to keep your eye on. And one of my main concerns, y'all, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet already on my channel, is the backup center position. Because, you know, I had thought that maybe Joe Looney was going to be an option for a backup center to come in if something was to happen with Tyler Biadasz. But it seems like Joe Looney's going to retire. He went to the Giants. He saw Jason Garrett. He's like, nah, I'm done with this, bro. I'm not going to do that, right? And so there's been conversations of Connor Williams taking snaps at the center position, but I'm going to be watching Braylon Jones, one of those swing guards / centers, to see if he's getting some reps today and how does he look. I know everyone's going to kind of watch the quarterback position. We got to kind of pump the brakes on when it comes to these quarterbacks and take it with a grain of salt. Garrett Gilbert is who he is. Ben DiNucci is who he is. Like, Garrett Gilbert's going to be quarterback too. There is no chance in hell that Ben DiNucci should beat out Garrett Gilbert for the QB2 spots. I'm not even worried about that, but it's going to be kind of, nice to see how does, Garrett Gilbert do getting frequent reps, because all we really saw from Garrett Gilbert was that Steelers game last year. I wish they would have played him a lot more, but they didn't. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on Garrett Gilbert. But like I said, y'all, we're just going to have fun tonight for about an hour, because I know we got to get ready for game day, but I'm going to go ahead and turn on the phone lines, man. So I just want to hear from my Cowboys peeps, man. So call that number 425-436-6361, code 233-233, and press pound and let your boy Jay Tuck know what's going down, man. I want to talk football with y'all, man, and hear y'all excitement. Shane, he says, what's up, Tuck? I'm unfortunately going to miss tonight's game because I'm going to watch the Olympics, but as always, I want the Cowboys to win and play well. Hopefully no one's get hurt. Yeah, that's the key thing, man. That's the thing. No injuries, man. So if you got, whatever you do, you pray, your rosaries, whatever, no serious injuries tonight, man. Just play clean football, but just be able to, see what some of these young players really have in store. Because honestly, y'all, this might be the opportunity we get to see some of these guys we were so high on draft night. This might be the only opportunity we really get to see Simi Fioco. This might be the only opportunity we might get to see Nashawn Wright and Jabril Cox. And, I think Bohanna, hopefully, knock on wood, Bohanna should make the final roster. But, some of these guys, y'all, this might be the only opportunity that we get to actually check out some of these players. So we got a caller in house, man. The lobby's already packed. Let's go. Let me a second here. Let me get y'all right here. Let's see. Boom. There. All right, let's see here. Hey, caller, it's Jay Tuck. State your name and where you from.
Hey, man, you know me. It's Shane Carter TX, and I'm from the great state. How's it going?
Hey, what's going on, Shane, man? So, yeah, I saw your comment. You won't be able to watch. You'll be watching the Olympics. Where are you going to be watching the Olympics?
No. That's a different Shane. I finally got a picture.
Okay. What's up, bro? So how you feeling about the game tonight?
Oh, I actually am one of the few people that actually likes preseason football. But, for me, it's kind of like, you go on withdrawals for like 6 months, and then you got a little sniff of it, and you're back on the stuff.
Right.
And so for me, I watch preseason, and I'll be fine with it.
Right.
I think the player I'm going to watch the most, and you might agree with me, is going to be Kelvin Joseph, just because we all want to see him and Trayvon Diggs become like this new Dan Quinn. This new Dan Quinn sort of like super secondary. We can't call it the Legion of Boom. That was a once in a generation kind of thing.
Right.
And I also want to see Hunter Niswander. He's going to be doing both field goals and punts with Greg Zuerlein not making it. So I'm interested to see how he does. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. Yeah, because I think Zuerlein with that back, I really haven't heard anything about a timeline when it comes to Zuerlein's back injury. So, if he's going to have to be the kicker and the punter, that's something we definitely want to keep our eye on. That's a good point, man. But, yeah, we all know everyone's going to be watching Kelvin Joseph tonight, man, to kind of see, is he going to be that cornerback too? Now, I said this in camp, and shouts out to my guy, Big Game James. He was actually in the house and saw things too, man. He's like, Kelvin Joseph. I know we were having that conversation about Nashawn Wright, Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph has emerged above Nashawn Wright currently as in-house. Now it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out with Anthony Brown, man. So I'm excited about the football game tonight, man. Football season, man. We are finally here, man. So I appreciate your support, my guy. Go Cowboys. We got more callers, so I don't want to keep you all night, man. But I appreciate your support and for calling in.
No doubt. Talk to you later.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. Let's see here. Hey, caller, what's up with Tuck, man? State your name, where you from?
Jessica Haggerty.
Hey, Jessica, what's going on?
East Texas, Marshall, Texas.
What's going
Not
on?
much. Let's go Cowboys.
Let's go
Football
Cowboys.
is officially back.
We are
That's
back.
what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
I'm looking for our boys to ball tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we're in our women's crusade, so I won't get a chance to see the football. But I do got my my keeping up with the score, my football app on, so I keep up with the score and see it that way. But it's not the same being able to watch them.
It's not the same, but but that's what we're here for. We're gonna keep you updated. You're gonna know line by line everything that happens in tonight's game, because we definitely gonna recap tomorrow, so you won't be missing out. But let me ask you this, Jessica: who are some players that you're gonna be kind of eyeing, during this preseason as far as the Cowboys are concerned?
For my Cowboys team concerned, everybody. I don't have no pick. I'm looking for them all to go out there and ball out because one specific reason, because a lot of people that's in the chat might not be everybody, but there's a lot of people that claim to be a fan like we are. I'm no off season for me. Off season, I'm still a fan.
Right.
In season, I'm still a fan. I'm a fan in season and out of season, baby.
Exactly.
And they don't want to. They was talking about why they pick, because they didn't pick who they wanted.
Yeah.
And them people probably go to the other team that did get them and probably don't do squat. But these boys finna ball out, because the person you count out will always rise up to the top.
Exactly.
So never count nobody out and never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
That's why I always tell people PVO, and I'm looking for our boys to go get ring number 6.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I need another one of these, y'all.
Strongly, I believe.
Yeah, I believe too. Like I said, and if you don't believe, I can't consider you a Cowboys fan. If you're not excited right now, I'm not saying you got to be, just drunk off the Kool-Aid, right? We're gonna go undefeated, but you gotta be. I'm sorry,
I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid, baby.
Cheers.
I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid. I'm a Kool-Aid fan, baby. I grew up on Kool-Aid.
all the sugar. Well, hey, Jessica, you have fun tonight. Like I
don't
said,
want to hold up your time. I just wanted to pop on and pop off, and I just go back into the chat. Y'all just stay positive and look for a great year.
Absolutely, go Cowboys. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Yeah, so keep calling in. I got the numbers lit, man. Keep calling in. But yeah, so I'm gonna get into this roster real quick. Now John Makota, I think I'm saying that right. I might be butchering his name. Apologize if I am. They ain't got the pronunciations, but they had an unofficial roster that kind of dropped the other night. And to be honest with y'all, nothing really stood out except one thing. And actually, I think Big Game, I think you spoke about this early on your live, is Carlos Watkins. I think he's kind of, one of those players that we weren't too high on, but he's starting to make some move as far as the roster slot's concerned. And when I was out there at camp, he made a few plays. He made some plays in the backfield. He was doing his thing, but you really have to take it with a grain of salt, because like I said, it's just practice. We're just talking about practice. But, Carlos Watkins being kind of that starting 3 tech, that's the main thing when I looked at this that jumped off the screen for me. But for the most part, we know the offense for the most part: Amari Cooper, Ty Smith, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Lyle Collins. The tight end position will definitely keep our eye on who's going to really take that position and run away with it. But honestly, y'all, I think this is going to be a 2 tight end set. I don't think we're going to have a true tight end 1. I think Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore is going to use Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin in suitable positions. So we'll see how that really shapes up. Defensively, another guy that I kind of jumped out for me, because DeMarcus Lawrence is out, that we all kind of know, is Basham. Basham had a decent practices and decent camp from what I saw. Was able to get pressure out there on the edge. Let me take this thing off because it's starting to beep in my ear. Yeah, Basham's out there getting a lot of pressure, man. So he has a high motor. And so you add him with Randy Gregory. I'm not sure how much Randy Gregory is going to play tonight. Like I said, personally, if it's me, I'm not playing Randy Gregory too damn much. Like, I know what I have in Randy Gregory. He's a pass rush demon. I'm not risking getting him too many reps in the preseason. I want to kind of just see, a few snaps here and there, but I'm not going to give him a full run like he's a rookie or something out there with Randy Gregory. But though Randy Gregory hasn't played a full season of NFL football, so maybe it's a conditioning aspect of it. But I've seen pretty much everything I need to see from Randy Gregory. Hold up, we got a new caller. Hold on. Keep the phone lines lit. Let's see what's up. Let's see here. Hey, caller, state your name and where you from.
What's up, man? It's the Bird, man, in the building, all the way from the West Coast. What is up, my brother? What is good?
What's going on? What's going on with you, my guy?
None. Football's back, and can't be more happy. This was a long drought with no football, so I'm all ready for it. I'm ready for that. Cowboys, Eagles, Washington, Giants. You know how it is. You know how it goes.
Right. That NFC East, man. Like, I feel like with the NFC East last year, a lot of people wanted to play us for a joke, man, to be honest with you. And I just feel like a lot of the NFC East teams, we mirror each other. We're super talented, but we're inconsistent. But the talent is always there because even though Washington kind of snuck in the playoffs, if you think about it, they gave Tampa Bay the biggest challenge that they had on their playoff run. Right, and so it's like, all right, everybody wants to sleep on the NFC East. We saw today by the finances, the NFC East, we get our money, right? We get our money, but I feel like from a football perspective, the NFC East is going to be a lot better than what people are trying to hold us to. So it's going to be interesting to see how things shake out. But of course, we know who runs the East, though. Man.
That's my Birds, baby. We coming back with a vengeance, man. You know how it is.
He's an Eagles fan, man, but he always shows support, man. He's a good guy, man. I see another guy, my guy Philly podcast in the chat. Yeah, trash Cowboys, but you're gonna be watching, though, Joe. You're gonna be watching, my guy. So yeah, man. So when are you guys' first preseason?
It's next week.
Next week,
against,
all right.
Pittsburgh.
So let me ask you the magic question before I let you go, bro. Right now, the conversation about you guys trading for Deshaun Watson, are you for it or not?
I'm not for it because I think that we're going to sacrifice a lot of pieces to the puzzle because, I kind of want to follow the recipe, which, you guys did with Dak, which is, you guys got all the players on the outside, which, you guys are rich in the wide receiver room. So I feel that we should, sort of follow the path where the rich get richer, and Dak just, goes along for the ride. He just has to, you don't have to ask for the greatest thing from him. He has to be consistent and all that. So we can get that consistency and move the ball and all that, the wide receiver, the receivers, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends and all that stuff. We could be right up there and then be in the mix of everything. But I think Deshaun, even though with his talent and everything, I think other pieces are going to get overshadowed. We're not going to be able to adjust every single thing because a man's going to want to get paid. Right. So it might suffer in that kind of way. So I think it's a bad decision, even though Deshaun has, he's one of the top 10, QBs out there.
Right.
But we'll see. I think if Howie pulls the trigger, his job is going to be definitely on the line. So it's going to be crazy to watch.
It'll be interesting to see how things shape out, man. But, hey, my guy, I appreciate you for calling in. Like I said, football season's here. It's time for all the fun to start. You know you're going to see me on those Eagles shows, and we're going to be battling on that Week 3 matchup, man. So we're definitely going to have fun, man. I appreciate you, my guy.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one. Yeah, y'all. So let's see here. So what I was talking about, so as far as the starting lineup, when you look at the depth chart, I feel like everything is pretty much solidified as far as the offensively. Like I said, he's got to pay attention to the Blake Jarwin, Dalton Schultz situation, but we're not too concerned about that. Now they had, as far as the wide receivers that were kind of like the 4, the 5 guys. Now I said this when me and Nix did the live show the other night, y'all, and I'm gonna go on record and I'm saying Noah Brown will be wide receiver 4 or 5. He's going to be on that roster. I feel like Noah Brown is going to be that guy. And if you didn't catch it, what I said was, if you watch Mike McCarthy, when Noah Brown's name was mentioned, his eyes lit up. Like, his eyes really lit up. He was like, oh, Noah Brown, he plays hard, he blocks hard. You can't ask for more Noah Brown. So I feel like Noah Brown is a Mike McCarthy guy. Right, so I feel like Mike McCarthy is going to keep Noah Brown, and I feel like they're going to keep Cedric Wilson. So what the conversation comes down to is everyone's draft favorite in Simi Fehoko. How is he going to come into play? I feel like Simi's going to have a great preseason, which we definitely want to keep an eye on tonight, to really make a push to be within the top 5 wide receivers. So it's going to be a real interesting conversation when it comes to how are the Cowboys going to handle Simi Fehoko, because I know he's a favorite. Also, another guy who was getting a lot of looks as far as Kemp's concerned, like I said, it's with Ben DiNucci, it was Cooper Rush, it's, Garrett Gilbert, we know that. But Osiris Mitchell, he was getting a lot of balls tossed his way. So Osiris Mitchell might be one of those guys we're going to see tonight that's going to have a lot of catches and make a lot of plays and get a lot of opportunities. Someone asked, I'm hyped for this football season. I'm glad football's back. We got some Washington fans in the building. Like I said, even though it's Cowboys fans only, since it's the opening of football season, we open our doors and let everybody come in. So I appreciate all the support. Let's see here. Prediction for the game. Actually, good question. Prediction for the game? Nah. You're not going to ask me my prediction for the game. I'm going to ask you guys. And so here's what we want to do, chat. We're going to have some fun tonight before the game starts. Comment in the chat who will be the very first player to score a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. And the winner, I'm generous because y'all showed me love. I'm going to show y'all love. A $50 gift card to the Cowboys Pro Shop. Let's go. Y'all know how we do, CFO fam. Y'all know how we do. So go ahead, comment below who is going to score the very first touchdown in the Dallas Cowboys season. And if you pick the winner, now if you guys said the same name, if one says Tony Pollard, the next one says Shane called Tony Pollard. So if someone else calls Tony Pollard, Shane gets it first. All right. So let them rip. So the very first person that's going to score this year for the Dallas Cowboys, if you get their name right in the chat, I'm going to send you a $50 gift card from me to you for showing support. I got a Siwoo. My guy Allen says Cowboys. Lewis says CD. I see some CD in there. Cedric Wilson. Let's see here. Let's go. Ezekiel Elliott. I don't think Zeke's going to play much tonight, to be honest with you. Let's see here. We got a caller, got my guy. Oh man, here we go. I knew once I open up the phone line, we gonna get some. Here's the thing: if an Eagles fan wins it, because I'm rocking with the Eagles fans who watch the channel, I'll get you one to whatever y'all little old store name, whatever y'all little old store. BJ says Nucci Maine. Let's see here. Got a caller on the line. Caller, what's up, man? Don't even state your name and where you're from because I know where you're from, my guy. Hold on. Yeah, what's up, caller?
What's going on?
Yeah, we got the honorable, y'all, the honorable Darren Smith in the house, man. What's going on, my guy?
Big facts.
Yeah.
Not much, man. You know how to call and support you, bro.
Hey, I appreciate your support,
man.
Let's
do it.
Hey, I appreciate your support, man. Darren's one of the most incredible media guys here in Kansas City. He covers the wrong team, but he's extremely talented, man. My guy Darren, down here, and Darren, I always call Darren, he's like my Mr. Miyagi, man. So he really taught me how to do this media thing and lets me kind of spread my wings and fly, and he kind of brought me under, man. So I definitely appreciate my guy Darren, even though he cheers for the wrong team. But what you got to say about tonight's game? 'Cause I know you got something smart to say, bro.
No, actually, I'm going to be quite honest. I'm kind of disappointed that Dak Prescott is, injured. Would love to see how he moves or how he's moving around and stuff with the ankle injury and stuff like that. So I'm actually excited to see him come back and see whether or not he can lead this team to a better record than what they had last year up until his injury. So I'm actually disappointed that he's not playing in tonight's game because I'm going to be honest with you. Since February, the Super Bowl, I've been dying for some football.
Right. Right. I know. So, because exactly the last time we spoke, man, I had you guys, feet up, went another Super Bowl back to back, but things didn't go y'all way, man. But definitely when we come here in November, we're going to have to link up and do this Cowboys-Chiefs matchup big, man. So, but yeah, honestly, I don't think Dak was probably going to play in this game. I think we'll see Dak Prescott the third game, which I think is like August 21st versus Houston. I always thought he was going to be a slow play. Maybe he gets a few reps next game. But, that's something to definitely keep an eye on because if he's not throwing y'all next week, we got to start thinking about this shoulder thing a lot differently than what they're leading on. So we definitely got to keep our eye on that, man. But hopefully Dak Prescott's a go, man. I feel like he's going to be okay. And we're gonna be good, especially when we come to Kansas City, my guy.
Well, look, I definitely would say this, for obviously first preseason game, I'm really interested to see what the draft picks, that the Cowboys had this year. I think they have the most, so I'm definitely looking forward to see what your two defensive stars at the linebacker position are going to do. Look, I know we're not going to see a lot. I know we're probably going to get deep down into the depth chart on who plays in tonight's game. I know it's really more so about the honorees of the Hall of Fame. But again, the draft picks, players who are trying to make the team, I want to see what kind of effort they give in tonight's game and just how much of the playbook they've actually, been able to comprehend and to put together on the field. Because if nothing else, even for the young players who's not going to make the team, you want to make sure that you put something good on film, whether it's the Cowboys, the Steelers, or any of the other 30 teams that are going to be watching tonight's game. So for me, that's going to be the key in tonight's game.
Exactly, because a lot of these young boys, man, they coming to eat. So it's now or never. So that's what I love about preseason, because a lot of people think like it's just preseason, a bunch of no-name players. But you get players out there trying to knock heads off to get that on film, man, because if it doesn't work out in Dallas, it might work out somewhere else, man. So we definitely going to be tuned in. But like I said, I appreciate you, my guy, for tuning in. We definitely going to chop it up as this season progresses, man. Happy football season.
Let's do it, man. Thanks so much for having me.
I appreciate you, my guy. All right, got another caller. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Yo, J-Tuck, it's Space. What's going on, man?
My guy, Space Cowboy. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? Man? Let me guess, man. You got the Parsons jersey on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I know we were talking back and forth on Twitter, man, but tell me a little bit, man. What's your thoughts for this game? And besides Micah Parsons, of course, the obvious, who do you got your eye on?
I'm probably looking at Neville Gallimore along with some of those other interior guys, because with Tristan Hill not making the trip along with Chauncey Goldstein, while I do think that Goldstein has a higher chance of making the team, if you're a guy like Tristan Hill, you can't afford to be missing these games. You only have 4 games, and if he doesn't make any playing time in the next game, I'm kind of getting worried he's not going to make this team. However, I'm really looking forward to that interior defensive line to see what we got going on there, because, we're going to see Big Bo out there. I think that a lot of people are looking at him.
Right.
So, I want to see what we got there.
Yeah, I mean, I think defensively, man, you pretty much can take the entire roster here and just circle everybody defensively, man, because we're going to be keeping our eye on. I mean, of course, Brent Urban's going to be out there. Also, someone who's been flashing in camp, man, since Jordan Lewis has been limited is Maurice Canady, man. So you got to definitely keep him into play, because if he's out there and he gets a few turnovers, it's going to shake things up. And like I said on Twitter the other day, the person who I saw at camp got a lot of reps, kind of shocked me a little bit, was Jaron Kearse, man. Jaron Kearse got a lot of reps at free safety and also strong safety. So it's going to be kind of, interesting to see how they're going to play and maneuver him tonight. So we definitely want to keep our eyes on that, man. But I'm excited, bro. I'm just, I said, you were on those draft shows with me, my guy. We're doing mock drafts and going back and forth, and Surtain versus Horn, Surtain versus Horn, and, not signing Dak Prescott to actually be here and be like, all right, for the rest until February, we're going to have football, whether it's NFL or college, man. It's just a sigh of relief, man. We made it.
Yeah, right. And that's the big thing, is that now we could actually, because a lot of us here in Cowboys fandom have been waiting to actually see on-field stuff so we can talk about it. Because it's it's hard to talk about stuff when it's in camp, because it's it's a controlled practice. But now that we'll actually see what's going on a football field, we can be like, okay, this player is making good stride. This other guy needs to step it up, and I can't wait for that. And I wanted to ask you personally, who are you looking forward to the most tonight? And I think I know who you're looking at, but who and why?
I mean, I think I have to go with the majority. I mean, I think all eyes are going to be on Kelvin Joseph, man. I feel like we're all going to be watching Kelvin Joseph, because we really haven't got to critique him much, because his film was kind of limited going from LSU to Kentucky. He didn't have the OTA camps, and we kind of seen flashes of him in camp. Now, I seen him up close and personal, so that's why I came out and was like, all right, this kid's a little bit different than some people expect. So, I think that a lot of eyes are going to be on Kelvin Joseph, but also Micah Parsons, man. And when I say this about Micah Parsons, you're a Penn State fan, you were the conductor of the Micah Parsons train. This kid is so damn fast, y'all. It's ridiculously ridiculous when you watch and see how fast Micah Parsons play. And LeVar Arrington, I posted this on Twitter, and a lot of people are like, Tuck, you're out of your damn mind. That's a hot take. I didn't say it, bro. I did not say it. I was just casually going through ESPN, and I saw LeVar Arrington, who's like Micah Parsons' mentor, and he made the comparison. When he looks at Micah Parsons, he gets the same feeling of when he saw Sean Taylor. Because he played with Sean Taylor, he mentors Micah Parsons. Like, he knows the freakish athleticism that Sean Taylor had. So it's like, don't knock me, knock that man. But when he started to say it, I sit back and think, I'm like, Micah Parsons has that type of ability where he can just come out and just change the course of a game, because he plays middle linebacker, strong side, weak side, defensive tackle, defensive end. Like, he's just a pure football player. Even though Micah Parsons, you don't look like Trey Songz, bro, but but Micah Parsons is just one of those guys that I don't think that we had in Dallas for quite a long time, man. So it's kind of refreshing when you watch him play. And so I think a lot of fans, once they see him tonight, are going to be excited like myself.
Right, and that's the thing, too, is, like, for myself included, I would never have thought the Cowboys would have done that because I felt they were too loyal to Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. But the fact that this guy is on your team, and even at Penn State, you could see the versatility this guy had. When he came to Penn State, he wasn't even a linebacker. He was a defensive end.
Exactly.
He just started playing linebacker when he played for Penn State. And even at that, this dude looked like he was the best linebacker in the country for just 2 years. And I guarantee you that if he played in his third season, if he didn't opt out, odds are he would probably be like a top 5 type of selection.
Right. Exactly.
It's very early. He reminds me so much of pre-injury Jalen Smith in terms of his versatility of moving across the football field. But the one thing that I get when I watch Micah Parsons play and the attitude is that he's not afraid to just bring it out and just go at you.
Right.
And that's something that we haven't had in Dallas, I'm really excited.
He's a true competitor. That's why, like, he just loves to compete. Like, he reminds me of myself. Like, I feel like if you were to beat Micah Parsons in Madden, he's going to continue to play and play and play and play until he wins. And when he wins, he's going to go on Instagram. He's going to talk loud how he just beat you. Like, he just has this competitive spirit, which I like. And when you kind of watch things in camp, like the defense, they were like circulating around him, and his energy that he brought, they liked that, they were rallying off him. And we mentioned that in the draft. He can be that spark plug, kind of like Ezekiel Elliott was for the offense, just this young rookie that comes out there, doesn't know any better, but he's flying around, extremely talented. I feel like Micah Parsons can be that guy. He can have a CeeDee Lamb type impact defensively for this season as a rookie. And so I'm excited about Micah Parsons, man. So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually maneuver and utilize him. And of course, Dan Quinn's not going to show it all tonight, but, of course.
Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And before I go, I'm going to take up, I heard the little bet that you had. You're going to give someone a $50 gift card for whoever, called out
first touchdown. Who do you got? Who do you got?
I personally think it's going to be Rico Dowdle.
Okay.
34. I think he's gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him.
All right,
Rico.
So put it in the chat, man. So make sure I can. Make sure I can track it, man.
I got you.
Yeah, man. But, hey, man, I appreciate you calling in, my guy. We're definitely gonna link up for a show soon.
Absolutely, we'll link up right before the season begins because that's when it really gets started.
Yeah, there we go. There we go, my guy. I appreciate you, and definitely check out. Go ahead and shout out your channel, man. While everyone's here.
Yeah, absolutely. If you click on my little profile, you can click on my channel link. By all means, head over there. I got some good Cowboys content. Finally, with the season rolling around, I'll be putting my pregame and postgame recaps. So thank God we got stuff there, and maybe starting a whole new series on, unfortunately, going through Cowboys Twitter and taking years off my life.
Yeah, I wonder how that's coming out, man. Because you were asking for the worst takes amongst Cowboys Nation. I'm like, man, how much time do you have?
I got a bunch. Yeah, good Lord.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's a rabbit hole. But hey, I appreciate you, my guy. Go Cowboys.
Absolutely, go Cowboys. Yeah, bye-bye.
All right. Yo, what's up, my guy Spoonie, man? Salutes to the super chat, man. I appreciate the support. Let's see, Special K says, Taylor was probably the only player I like on Washington. Y'all, when I talk about Sean Taylor was by far one of my favorite football players, ever in life. And it sucked because you guys know I'm a huge Seminoles fan, so he played for Miami, and then he played for Washington. And I always had this dream that one day, just one day, Sean Taylor would actually be a Dallas Cowboy. But, I've been wanting a safety for a long time, Speaking of safeties, of course, we're not going to see any Malik Hooker action tonight. He's not traveling. So like I said, y'all, KZ's going to be out there. I think Donovan Wilson's going to be out there as well. So definitely keep our eye on the safety position, how that shapes up. But let's play like a little pet cat game, man. A little pet cat game. Like I said, y'all, comment in the chat. $50 gift card to the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop. Who was going to score the first Dallas Cowboy touchdown of the season, man? See, Pete Prescott says, look for Tyler Coyle and Aaron Parker tonight. Yep, Tyler Coyle's definitely one of those guys. One of my pet cats is Anthony Hines. I also say, as far as what I was seeing at camp, like I said, Osiris Mitchell, number 14, he got a lot of looks. Josh Ball didn't go out there, so he didn't travel. I'm not sure if Josh Ball is having an injury or nursing an injury or anything like that. But another guy we haven't really talked about, who we all need to watch, is Reggie Robinson, y'all. Like, I'm excited to see Reggie Robinson play because we didn't get to see Reggie Robinson last year. So, I would hope that we get the opportunity to see Reggie Robinson play corner, so that way we can say, all right, maybe we're capping a little bit, and maybe this guy isn't who we thought he was based off of what he was from Tulsa. Or if we sit back and we see Reggie Robinson balling out, we're going to be sitting back saying, I told you he should have been playing last year. So Reggie Robinson's definitely a guy you want to keep our eye on. And another running back is Brendan Knox, man. I like Brendan Knox, and I also like Jaquan Hardy, man. I like Jaquan Hardy. So some of these, no-name running backs, they're going to get a lot of opportunity tonight and also in preseason. Now, I doubt we're going to keep 3 running backs. I think Pollard and Zeke is going to be the guys, but maybe one of these guys will be a practice team stash. And so I like what I saw from Knox out there at practice as well. But also I like Jaquan Hardy, so 36 and 37. Let's see. Pittman got Kelvin Joseph first touch. You know how crazy that would be? Imagine this, y'all. Imagine we're sitting back and we kick off, right? And the Steelers receive the ball. Very first play they run, you see Najee Harris get a run up the middle. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then they drop back and throw the ball, and Boss Man Fat intercepts it for a pick 6. Twitter is going to blow up, y'all. Twitter will blow. It would be chaos. It would be chaos, man. If Kelvin Joseph, the very first touchdown of the season is a pick 6 from Kelvin Joseph, it's going to be chaotic. I actually would want that. I want that, man, because I can just imagine all the media coverage and all the people who had things to say about Kelvin Joseph, how things are really going to go if that was to happen. Now, do I see that? Would I put my $50 gift card on that? Probably not, but it'll be fun to see. Pete Prescott, yeah, I like Anthony Hines III. Yeah, good all-around linebacker. And just like Space was saying with Micah Parsons, I feel like if Anthony Hines did not opt out last year, he would have been a lot higher pick. I mean, he wouldn't have gone as an undrafted free agent, so he was an opt-out guy for Texas A&M. And he reminds me kind of what the guy, if you watch my draft content, of Cameron McGrone. Like, I see a lot of Cameron McGrone and Anthony Hines. And so it's going to be interesting because I feel like I said 3 originally. I might want to moonwalk a little bit to 2, but I feel like there's going to be at least 2 undrafted free agents that makes this roster, y'all. But it's just kind of hard to find out where they're going to fit. Pete Prescott, Hardy reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew, but bigger. Yeah, he's kind of a wrecking ball. And so it's going to be kind of fun to see him in camp. And like I said, I mean, not camp, but also preseason. But also Brendan Knox, man, like I said, I like both of those running backs when I was seeing at camp. They both run hard. Now, it's really hard camp-wise to see if you're really a hard runner because offense, you're handing the ball off, you're hitting the hole, you're banging. But then from the defensive perspective, you're trying to hold the player up because you're just in shells and not take them to the ground. So, it's like offensive running backs, they're going like 100 miles per hour. And the linebacker core is probably going about 45, 50 sometimes. So it really just depends on the situation, but I'll definitely keep my eyes on that. D. Verk says Steelers aren't going to win. So Cowboys start 0-1 in preseason. So, like, who cares, bro? And that's why I said on Twitter today, here's what happens. The Cowboys lose tonight. Tomorrow, Skip Bayless, is it time for the Cowboys to panic? right? Is it time for the Cowboys to panic and Skip and Shannon and they all do their yelling? You know how they do, right? But if we win, it was just a preseason victory. The starters didn't play. And so it's damned if you do, damned if you don't for Dallas tonight. That's not what the true fans are worried about, getting a win. Now, of course, it's always nice to get a win, but it's really just to see how do our players read and react, the speed that they're playing in, do they know their assignments, and is the effort there? We're trying to analyze our team. Winning Super Bowls aren't won in the preseason, man. I just want to see the effort out there. So, yeah, he said, Knox is good too. Yeah, I agree. I think 2 undrafted free agents. I was getting a little antsy with 3 because I like Tyler Coyle, but we'll see. Haskins throws a pick to Nashawn Wright. That'll be interesting. Nashawn Wright's definitely a guy that we need to keep our eye on to see how that emerges with Nashawn Wright. So it's going to be interesting to see, is he playing as the slot corner? Is he playing outside? Where's Nashawn Wright really playing? Now, he plays some outside. He does play some nickel as well. So, it's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. Darian Thompson got a lot of reps from safety, which personally, I'm not a Thompson fan. I can move on from Thompson and be perfectly fine with that. So definitely see how that shapes out. But like Space said, man, Neville Gallimore is going to be interesting to see him get reps. So it's going to be a lot of guys, y'all. The defense is going to be fun because, like I've been saying, there's only 2.5 guys that are really solidified in their position. That's DeMarcus Lawrence, Trayvon Diggs, and then you can toss in Randy Gregory. I would say he's pretty much stamped, and then half of Micah Parsons at this point. Right? And so everything else is really up to play. What happens if Jabril Cox comes out and he's playing lights out? It's going to be interesting to see how things shake out. So from a defensive standpoint, think about it. If you're in that locker room and you're one of these young defensive players, you're sitting back thinking, all right, tonight's my opportunity to prove myself. I could be playing for the Dallas Cowboys and actually making some impact. I really got to go hard tonight. And so that's what's going to be fun about it, man. It's like a lot of these young kids, we had 11 damn picks. Now, me, Spoonie, Nix, Mariella, Professor O, we all said we don't need 11 damn draft picks. We're not going to use all these damn draft picks. Well, the Cowboys said, yeah, Tuck, we're going to use all these damn draft picks plus 1. And so you got a lot of players out there fighting for opportunity, like Space said, to get film, to get your reps out there and really make something happen. So, like I said, it's going to be fun, man. Like I said, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to record the game. So when I first watch it, initial watch, and follow me on Twitter, of course, at JTuck151, because y'all know, once things get rolling, man, I start tweeting stuff. I start noticing things and start tweeting stuff. So it is what it is. But I'm going to kind of just watch the game, chill, enjoy football, have a drink or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and enjoy myself. And then I'm going to go back and then watch the tape of the actual game so that way I can break things down. Because tomorrow night, we got to talk, y'all. Y'all know we got to come back on this channel and talk. It's going to be a fun time to break down the game. Thompson having a good camp. Unfortunately, he might beat out Curse for that last safety spot. Yeah, he's had a decent camp, but like I said, y'all, Jaron Curse was getting a lot of reps, and I don't know if there's something going on with Donovan Wilson, if he's limited. I know he was kind of coming off something with a knee and OTAs, what the situation's going on with Donovan Wilson, but as the starters was Jaron Curse at free safety. You had Donovan Wilson at strong safety. Then what happened when substitution came in, KZ came in, played free safety. They dropped Jaron Curse down the strong safety. And I was like, okay. So he was getting a lot of different reps at a lot of different spots out there at camp. And if you see Jaron Curse, this kid looks like a damn, I'm going to call him a kid. This man looks like a damn created Madden character. Like, he is massive, man. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize him. But also another safety that we got to take in consideration that we'll see tonight frequently is Israel Mukuamu, the rookie that from South Carolina who's converted from cornerback to the safety position. He looks kind of freakishly big because he's a tall corner. He's kind of thin, but he's just a big guy back there. So it's going to be interesting to see who's back there and making plays and making things happen. So I say it's open season, y'all. It's going to be fun, and that's what this channel is about. Other great content creators from the Cowboys Nation's about, educating you guys, because it's cool. You guys know a lot of these players that we're talking about right now, because you guys are tuned in, you're locked in. We have conversations like this, so you guys know about Israel Mukuamu playing at safety. You know about, Knox and these type of players, where other people, they might not know that. They know Dak, Zeke, Mari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, they're not playing. I really don't care that much. So it's like, we're going to have a fun time tonight. Like I said, follow me on Twitter at JTuck151. Also, if you're new and you're seeing me for the first time, I appreciate you for tuning in. Cowboys fans only. Comment, like, subscribe. Let's run these likes up, get these subscribes up, man. I appreciate all the support. And of course, CowboysFansOnly.com, man, for everyone showing their support, man. I restocked the store. I had to go restock it again, man, so it's fully back up and running, man. So I appreciate all the support. Pete says Mukuamu, big, fast, good ball skills. Yeah, and he has cornerback instincts. He wasn't the best corner. He's a little tight with his hips, but he has ball instincts, man. So it's going to be interesting to see. The Dallas Cowboys and Dan Quinn have a lot of different pieces they can move around and kind of make things happen. And like I said, y'all, cannot say this enough. When I watch this team live, thus far, defensively, team speed, it's a lot different. It's just a lot. You think about it, we really never had a defense that can just fly, right? But you add Micah Parsons, who can just fly. Randy Gregory can just fly off the edge. Think about Jalen Smith, even though he's limited in some people's eyes, maybe horizontally, sideline to sideline, but coming downhill, Jalen Smith can fly. Kelvin Joseph, he can fly. Anthony Brown, he can fly. He can fly, right? Anthony Brown has some speed on him as well, right? So you add Israel Mukuamu back there, he can fly around a little bit. Jaron Kearse can come down, and then once we finally get Malik Hooker back into play, if he's 100%, he's a huge upgrade at that safety position. So the team speed of this defense is going to be something that's going to be fun to watch, because what I noticed out there at camp, Dan Quinn has simplified things for this defense. It's not a lot of questions going on. It's not, last year we saw this. No, there wasn't a lot of that going on when I saw it at camp. Everyone was in sync. They were moving as a unit. They were flying to the ball. They were making plays. They were jumping around, showing excitement. And from a person who played defense, and if you ever play defense, that's all your coach wants you to fly the ball, play with intensity, and have some fun out there. And that's what you started to see this team do defensively already, man. So I can't wait. Let's see here. Steelers fan here. Don't mind me dropping by to watch the game with y'all. Hey, I appreciate you, my guy, man. Hey, like I said, it's just a preseason game. It's not like it's going to be a rivalry game, but it's going to be fun, man, because, the Steelers and the Cowboys, we have a lot of history. And so just from a Hall of Fame perspective, to see our coach go in, Jimmy Johnson, my favorite Dallas Cowboys coach, he needs to be in the Ring of Honor ASAP. Drew Pearson, and I think Cliff Harris is the other guy. And if you watch my Flashback Friday, Cliff Harris is one of my favorite safeties for the Dallas Cowboys, and so it's going to be fun. I think who's going in for the Steelers? I know Polamalu's going in, but is there two? Because I know they're doing 2020 and 2021 class. I'm not sure if there's only one. Mason about the ball, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. Najee runs for 100. Preseason vibes. You're excited. But nah. You guys, I mean, if Najee's going to run for 100 yards, he's going to have to break through for a big one, because y'all not going to run Najee Harris out the gate like that in a preseason game. Y'all not going to do that. So he's going to have to break for a big play, and then maybe I see it, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's not us Cowboys fans. We're not really focusing on getting the win, because even if we get the win, y'all not going to give us no credit for it anyways. We're just focused on analyzing the players, seeing who's out there playing hard. What does our new scheme look like defensively? Do we understand? Do we comprehend? And look at some of our young talent to really propel, because once we get our starters back, then that's when we'll start carrying back the wins. We're caring about beating Tampa. We're trying to build to beat Tampa, not the Steelers in preseason. But it'll be fun. It's football season. The win's a win. If you got some money riding on the game, I think the Steelers are favored today. Like 3 points, I think. I looked at the spread. So it'll be interesting, because you guys got proven quarterbacks with Rudolph and also Askins out there. So, y'all probably got the edge. So it is what it is, man. It's going to be fun. I'm happy football's back. So last chance before we go, Cowboys fam. Who's going to score the first touchdown of Dallas Cowboys season? All right. $50 gift card to the Cowboys Pro Shop. Comment below. If you're not in the comments, don't hit me up on Twitter like, oh, Tuck, I got this. No, it has to be right there in the comments. who's going to score the very first touchdown, not a field goal, not a safety, right? But a touchdown of the Dallas Cowboys season. And if you're right, man, I got you a $50 gift card from me to you, man, because I appreciate all the support. Couple more guys, but they're all before my time. I'm excited to watch Najee, but I want to see Haskins today. Okay, yes, I haven't looked to see who the Steelers are putting in the Hall of Fame, but I just know Polamalu was one of them, and I love Troy Polamalu, man. I always tell people, like, I don't have no beef with the Steelers. I love everything the Steelers are about, man, because you guys are just hardcore blue collar, and you guys just handle business, and you have a true identity. So, I ain't no beef with the Steelers. For the record, I'm taking Zeke round 1 in my fantasy draft. Because you smart, right? You smart, and I really hate that. A lot of people's been speaking so highly of Zeke, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, Zeke's trash. Zeke ain't gonna be the same no more. He's washed." But Zeke started putting those videos out, and now all the fantasy football heads are Ezekiel Elliott. And I was planning on stealing Ezekiel Elliott maybe second round in my fantasy draft, because I got some people who really don't watch the Cowboys like I do, so I was going to try to swipe them. But now they're already on to Zeke, man. So it is what it is. I expect Zeke to have a great season. When I saw Zeke out there, man, y'all, he looks lean. He looks agile. He looks refreshed. He looks excited. And like I said, if you watch the Hard Knocks clip, what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all on my channel that people were going to call me crazy, but I know what I saw? Zeke was fielding punts. Zeke was out there fielding punts. And a lot of people are like, no, he's not. Like, no, I'm like, yes, he is. I see him fielding punts. And right there on Hard Knocks, he's fielding punts. But also, speaking of Hard Knocks, so if you follow the channel and follow me on Twitter, before I let y'all go, if you spot me on Hard Knocks and tag me on a picture of it at JTuck151 on Twitter, you'll also get a $50 gift card to the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop. Because I'm on there. I'm on Hard Knocks. Right, but let's see if y'all can find me first. I think Hard Knocks starts August 10th. So I want to see if y'all can see me in the crowd. Maybe I'm moving around somewhere. Who knows? But I know I should be on Hard Knocks, y'all. So if you're spot me, screenshot it, say, boom, I found Tuck, tag me in it, and I'll give you a $50 gift card, right? So, you can win twice. You can get the first touchdown of the season, and you can tag me and find me first on Hard Knocks, man. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one who tunes into my channel. So I want to give back to the people who support me, because that's what I'm all about. But like I said, Cowboys Nation is about us coming together, building up our ideas, having great conversations like we did all off season. But the road to 6 begins now, man. Hey, it's your boy Jay Tuck. I want everyone to have a great time tonight, man. Enjoy the game. Like I said, tomorrow night, you already know we're going to come back and talk about what we saw, man. So definitely tune into that. But I want everyone to have a fun time tonight. Enjoy it. Whether you're a Cowboys fan or not, it's football season. Rejoice, relax. I'm about to go hop on and try to make some food real quick, get the mood, get the vibe right, man, before the game starts. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Everyone who called in, who's showing the support, man, it's been tremendous, and I cannot thank you guys enough. So it's your boy Jay Tuck. Go Cowboys. It's football season. It starts right now, y'all. It starts right now. Let's get it. Peace.